Alright, welcome again to another episode of the Goalpost Gossip. I'm your host, Alton. And this is the podcast where football meets banter. Without further ado, let's get the ball rolling. Alright, welcome back. Welcome back to this episode. And we talk about no other than Premier League. Yeah, the Premier League. Yo, I don't even know what to start talking about, man, because it's just a lot of ups and downs, mishaps, but hey, let's start talking about Chelsea. Chelsea. How could Chelsea move from Premier League contenders to this? The position that we're actually in right now. How do we get ourselves in this position again? I know it's only 15 games of the season so far, but goodness gracious, man. Me so disappointed. Like, after Chelsea have such a marvelous game against Barcelona, against Arsenal, then boom, the blunder starts. We lose to Leeds. I can't even bank on Chelsea. I can't put my money on Chelsea, man. They let me heat up my talk very fast. But you know what? I'm still sticking by it. I still think that we have the capabilities of winning the double. But boy, that display against Leeds would put anybody in doubt. But I kind of have a little bit of confidence that we're gonna bounce back. Also, we get this nice game to win again against this last game that we played, and we drew against Bournemouth. I mean, Bournemouth is a good team. Bournemouth is like well set up. And they're doing good for themselves in Premier League also. But man, Bournemouth was there to be beaten. I mean, Chelsea could have lost that game too because Bournemouth play excellent. But these are games that we need to win if we want to win Premier League. We have to win these games, man. And it's sad. Now we're sitting, like fifth? Because Crystal Palace overtook us. So we're sitting like fifth in the Premier League. But nevertheless, 15 games, 23 to go, so we got 23 games to make up for all the mishaps, right? Right. All right, enough of Chelsea because they didn't make me feel proud this week of football. Maybe they will do better in Champions League. So enough of them for now. Arsenal. Arsenal did lose finally. Arsenal, oh my goodness. And I told y'all, like past Sunday when they play against Chelsea, and that result, I told you that's gonna start to be the crumbling of the cookie. And here they come. Well played to Aston Villa though. Aston Villa started the season very shaky. But man, Aston Villa is picking up a steam like in the past couple of weeks, man, and I don't think they have the depth to go far, but at least they're causing some problems right now, and yeah, and now with that loss by Arsenal, it's only 2 points. Arsenal was running away. Now there's fire under their tails. And this is how we want the Premier League. This is how we want it. And next thing, I don't even know how to say if the Premier League is competitive this season or if it's just poor, where nobody is showing no level of consistency. So it can be looked at as a very, very poor season because no consistency. Arsenal was showing a little bit of that, but it doesn't matter how good they seem like they are. Just look at it. No one is too far away from them. like from 1 to 6 or 5 or something like. It's not a gap. So I don't know. I don't know if it's poor or if it's more competitive. I don't know which way to describe the Premier League this season. I don't know. But boy, oh boy, man. Only 2 points between Arsenal and City, and I think 3 between them and Aston Villa. Which makes me feel much more better than seeing Arsenal 9 and 11 points on the top and all that stuff. But we all know Arsenal, this is Arsenal. And now they're going to get nervous and they're going to start to tremble and they're going to get panic. And here comes everyone just going to run them down. And here comes a second or third again. Arsenal. Also, Manchester City, man, good win for Manchester City. That, as I said, took them closer to Arsenal. Sometimes they look like themselves, sometimes they don't. But hey, that City, they have one of the best coaches in the world, which I spoke about previously, that I think he's losing the pep in his step. But hey, man, he know how to get it done. And here he is putting a little fire on the Arsenal tail. And he's winning around here, Arsenal. Also, quick and fast, and the mighty Liverpool just can't seem to get a break. Liverpool! This one is for Jason. Big up yourself, Jason. One love, man. Yeah. But Liverpool can't seem to get a break. Liverpool was, their first half was terrible. And then, man, they came back against that same Leeds that been giving everybody else problem, man. But they're sitting like 17 or something like that in the league. But when they play against the big team, they're freaking pestilent. But they can't beat the teams that are in their league. In their class of football, they cannot beat those teams. But when they play against the big teams, they do show up. So they put on a show against Liverpool, man. Liverpool must have thought that they had this game covered, because second half Liverpool came out the blocks. The first goal was, it was a gift. But that kind of set the tone for the game. And Liverpool, bam, 2-0 up, 2-0 up, man. That penalty by Konate, that was kind of soft, but you know what I mean? The ball was going out. There was no coming back in, even though it was still in, barely. But, I mean, that was kind of a soft penalty on my behalf, to be fair. But, hey, man, it was given. And Leeds did put on a show. Leeds did put on a show. From 2-0 down to 2-2. Then they go 3-2 down, then bam! Right at the depth of the game, Leeds stole a point from Liverpool. Put Liverpool right back into a situation. They just can't win. And the whole situation going on with Mohamed Salah over there, I saw that Mohamed Salah put out a statement. Yeah, you all can look it up. He just felt like the club betrayed him, and somebody want him out, and I think it's the coach. Arne Slot, I think they're putting the blame on Salah when it is the team. It is not Salah. I think it's the coach. You understand what I'm saying? But Salah, because he's a veteran there, and the expectation is so high of Mohamed Salah, I guess they'll be like, all right, Mohamed Salah, you're not firing, so guess what? That is bad for the team. But Salah in, Salah out, Liverpool is not Liverpooling at all. But let's see if Liverpool can get back on their waves. They've been going through a patch, a bad patch. But let's see if Liverpool can rise to the occasion again. Because, they play Champions League this week. I don't really remember who they play. But let's see what they can bring. I just think the coach is just not good enough. But hey, so be so said. Hey, that's Liverpool. Let them stay. They get rid of their good players, man. And they brought in all these expensive players to bring dynamics to the team. But hey, they're not Liverpooling. That's their business. But yeah, Premier League is pretty interesting. Describe it how you want to describe it. I don't know how to describe it. Do you think it's poor or do you think it's competitive? Let me know in the comments below what you think about the league this season. Other than that, man, stay tuned. Champions League this week. So make sure you watch your team, cheer on your team, cheer on your favorite player. And let's go Chelsea. We're playing Atalanta. And I think we all sitting on the same point. So we need to beat them so we can climb up. You know what I mean? And kind of break away from all these mid-tables team, man. Let's go Chelsea. Come on. I hope the coach don't make a meal of himself. Because I really think they're overthinking football, you know. My thing is, if you find a system and it's working, why not stick into the system? Why every week we got new players, new positions, like find your best starting 11 and stick with it. It's not that difficult. It is not that hard. The man lose the other day because I don't know how the hell you gonna have Body Shield and tossing and have Trevor Chalobah playing, I think, right back when you have Reece James sitting on the bench and Gusto. Like, come on, man. You're confusing the entire Chelsea supporters and your damn self and the team. Like, find your starting 11 and stick with your starting 11, man. Body Shield need to go. Why you have Body Shield in team? Tossing. Those are backup options, man. You need to win the game, put the game to bed, and then you're bringing on those players to, give them some time if you want to give them time, some 15 minutes or whatever. But you can't have those players starting when you have a fire team that start and play so good in your last 2 games, and you have your starting 11 and you're going to switch it up, putting players all over the damn place. You confuse, Maresca. You are very confused, and you got to get it right, man. Because if you don't win something, we're not talking about no Club World Cup, no one of these things. We want Champions League or Premier League. You spend enough money and you got enough talent. Get rid of this getting bull crap. I don't know why I bring him in the first place. Bull crap, this getting failed to do nothing, man. I'm not impressed. I am not impressed by this getting bull crap. I don't know what about Body Shield, why you still have him in the squad. He should be in the bomb squad. Tossing is long and clumsy. Can't win, no, his height is serve no purpose. Play the players in their position if they're available. And stop with the experimenting. This is not time for experiment, sir. You're experimenting pre-season. Stop the foolishness. You can tell that I'm upset, but alright, calm down, DJ, calm down. Yeah, but yeah, here we go again. So getting prepared. So let's enjoy this week of football again, and leading up to the weekend of the Premier League again. So let's get through Champions League first. Alright. Alright, this is Alton again, checking out for this episode of the podcast, and again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow the movement at Gossip Goalpost. Again, I'm your host, Alton. Peace.